Hello everyone, welcome to a new video now on a different topic. In many videos you've heard me saying things like, yes, you need to connect with your emotions to learn languages. Well, I'm a man of my word and I will show you how to do it in the case of now learning modern Greek. Yes, modern, not ancient. And if you want to hear me singing in Greek, just stay until the end of the video. So I'm gonna share with you how I learned the very few things I know how to say in modern Greek. I can basically communicate on a social basis until a very basic level, I would say. Not the deep topics. I cannot talk about my dissertation very deeply in this language. However, I can make friends, or I can, go for the first steps into getting to know someone, for instance, which is very exciting. However, my learning process of this language was never orthodox, okay? So by now, if you are watching my videos for a long time, you know Joanna, my Greek bestie. She's been featured in this channel twice, and in one short also. We're sharing Easter together, Greek Orthodox Easter. So yeah, she's been around the channel for many years. However, she was the first person who taught me, my first words in modern Greek. And actually, I will not say the first thing she taught me, but you can imagine, if you're a Greek, she didn't go for the Orthodox approach, let's say. And if you know any, stereotypes about how Greeks teach foreigners the first words, yeah, I suffered that too. So those were my first steps, first words. We were roommates, we were living together, great. But at some point, my life took a shift. I had a very painful breakup with a girlfriend at the time, and I was very, hurt inside. And, the way in which I was coping with the breakup was actually listening to Greek dramatic, romantic songs, I became a kapsouris, if you know that term. And I was, in the living room on my own, just singing out loud. I can read Greek because of ancient Greek. It's the same alphabet, so I could basically read it and follow the lyrics along. And that really allowed me to memorize some very dramatic songs, which taught me, my first steps into, pronouncing the way you do nowadays Greeks in Greece, which is very different, as you know, from the way I pronounce normally ancient Greek, classical Greek. So yeah, those were the first steps. And then I engaged with many of these songs, and through this emotional connection with the songs, I started learning vocabulary and getting more comfortable expressing myself in Greek, and now reaching the level I have now. So then I decided to go, the extra mile, take a further step into this and put myself in an uncomfortable position. So there used to be a club here in Edinburgh, where I'm living now, that hosted Greek nights. Once per week you could have a Greek night. There was Greek music, great atmosphere, and every now and then they had an open mic situation. That day I went, well, there was no open mic, but I just persuaded, charmed my way through persuading the musicians that I could speak Greek. And I think I said something to them in Greek and they could see I could pronounce. I was like, okay, he's not just bluffing. Also because I don't look particularly Greek, so they were a bit skeptical, understandably. So yeah, they allowed me to sing a song, and I sang one of these, very dramatic songs, Pou na exigo. And I've been gathering, the courage all these years. I think the video's from 2022, 23, more or less, yeah. So yeah, it's been a while, and now I want to share it with you. So you think that when you're sharing with people in your target language, or you think that you're trying to pronounce something and doesn't sound quite right, I hope that after looking at this video, you will feel no shame anymore. So yeah, please let me know what you think of the way I sing and my pronunciation, whatever. But also, I think it's just, the sheer love for Greek culture and the music. In my case, this was the emotional connection. This was, the glue, something that really keeps me to this day connected to this beautiful culture. And I hope to, stay and remain united to this culture for many years to come. So please enjoy this performance, and I hope that you like it. Leave all the comments that you want here in the comment section. I'm gonna read them all as usual. Please take care and enjoy.
Δρόμος σωτηρός της ζωή του κάθε λόγο, πες μου αν είναι ζωντανό. Δώσε μου φωτιά, κάτσε κοντά στον αγκιά, μην το ψάχνεις άλλο πια. Είχα ένα φίλο που τρελάθηκε, έκαψε τις μνήμες του και κάθηκε. Είχα μια αγάπη, μια οφθάλμα πάτη, τίποτα δεν έχει τώρα πια. Πού να εξηγώ τι καταβάθος είμαι εγώ, ποιος είναι άνθρωπος να του μιλήσω εγώ. Πού να εξηγώ τη μοναξιά στο φορτηγό, τρέχει στη νύχτα δίχως τρένα κι οδηγό.